You are now tuning into the Soul Session.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Soul Session. We are here with one of my great friends. He is the head engineer at Studio 18 in Orlando, Florida. We have Caleb Nathan.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Caleb.
And also we have Nathan here as well.
Nate Sanway.
Yeah, pleasure to have Rebecca and Nate Sanway here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm the mastering engineer for Studio 18. I do production, recording, mixing, mastering. Today we had a session with Nate, and it went pretty freaking good. I really had a good time.
Good, me too.
It's awesome.
What's the name of your project? Al Dente?
Al dente.
How long you been working on it? You said.
I've been making music since 2019, so I guess since then. I never had a vision, but a lot of songs are from about that time till now.
Cool.
Like Susie,
Yeah, I like that one.
the beat,
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
That was my first time hearing any of your work, I think.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and you showed me like 13 songs, 14 maybe with that one song.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. Which should be part of that project. We're going to make it work.
We're going to have a little quick substitution.
Heck yeah. So, first time in like a recording studio or do you always go like to like homie's house to record and stuff? Or what do you?
No, I've been to a couple different places to be recorded professionally. But like I was saying, all of my friends or anybody who like I have a good working relationship with, they always move. So
It's always like that.
or it's a falling out, or you know how people are, bro. People are
Yeah.
unreliable. And then the thing is like if I went to somebody's house in like 2021 or like their studio, and then I try to go back in like 2023 now, totally different vibe. I've changed, they've changed.
Yeah.
It is growing pains.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But you got a new place to go to now.
Boom. Now I got
A
my boy Caleb.
little plug.
Hell yeah.
Caleb sees the vision.
Yes,
I do.
sir.
I do. I love it. I think the album cover art matches the sound of the whole project.
You're the first person to ever say that, and that's what I've been thinking the whole time. Rebecca said
That's
that
a whole
too.
lie. I was about to
Yeah,
say I
Rebecca
said
said
that.
It sounded
ahead.
like a collage.
Yeah.
It sounded like a collage, and there's a lot of different. Every song felt like it was just pulling from different places and then tastefully blending them together.
I would like to think of it as like a color palette.
Yeah,
Like
It
there's a lot of
is.
purples in it, some songs, and then some songs are very blue, and then some songs are very green. You know,
Very true. I like how you said it's like,
Azzurri.
yeah, like the album is like a collage. It really is. I never thought of it that way.
And
That's
remember
so
that
accurate.
painting is the collage.
Yes. But let's
Enough about
also
me.
talk about
Yeah,
your.
I was like, enough about me. I'm not the.
No,
I'm not the main
we'll
topic.
talk about both of you guys. I wanted to know more about how you got into music and your journey
Heck yeah.
into music in Studio 18.
yeah. So okay, how I started music, super interesting. Well, I guess not really. I started playing the saxophone in 5th grade. Played all the way till senior year of high school. Lost my saxophone, and then I haven't played since. So
Damn.
I graduated in 2016, and 10th grade is when I picked up production on this website called audiotool.com. Audiotool is like a free website. You just like make an account, and there's like two parts. Like there's the DAW, the workstation that you produce and like assemble loops and click in MIDI and tune synthesizers, put certain effects and all that. That's like the app side, and then the website was more like social media side. You could see what other people were making, like as far as beats go, and you can like open their projects and see how they tune certain things. And I learned a lot from my favorite artists that were making music on that site.
What's the name of it again?
Audiotool.com. It's like
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
It
it's
sounds so
amazing
badass.
for like people who are just starting and people who aren't like I would say amateurs and not professional. Because the one downside is that like you have to log into the cloud, and if the website ever goes down, like you can't like get in
Code.
there.
So it's
Can't
like
code.
a Google.
It's
like
Google,
Google
yeah. It's a
Docs
Chrome. It works with Chrome. Like if you go on that website, it works really well with Google, the company, I guess. But it was such a great way to start producing. I then moved into Ableton Live, and then
You're better
now
than
I work mostly in Ableton. I like Ableton just because I'm very like technical, and Ableton you can get really technical. Logic's good because it's got great libraries and it's easy on the eyes, so it can kind of like feel like safe to be in there. Ableton like is kind of messy to look at sometimes.
Is that
like-
what you mainly work with though?
No, Pro Tools. I mainly work with Pro Tools now
That's
because
the one.
that's why I record, I mix and master in Pro Tools. The only time I'm not using Pro Tools is when I'm producing. That's in Ableton Live still.
That's easier to produce though.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned, what's that website called again?
Audiotool.com. Yeah, so
Audiotool.com.
anyone who just wants to start producing can just make an account and just like log in, and it's an amazing time. Like it's super fun. And if you get like stuck or confused, there's like videos you can look on YouTube and stuff, but you can also like follow your favorite artists or what's going on in the charts on the social media side of the website. And you can jump into their projects if they allow you to remix it. You click the remix button, it opens the project. You see everything they did, and you're like, oh, that's how they made that sound. Like, oh, that's that effect. It was a phaser or a flanger or chorus or whatever the heck. You know, you just start to learn all the small things, and then you interpolate them in your own and kind of like make something
That's
work.
badass. I never heard of that.
It's super
It's almost like a souped up social media SoundCloud with a built-in DAW.
yeah, definitely
That's
was.
fucking badass.
Definitely was. It was cool because it was like,
Am I allowed to cuss?
are we allowed? We'll bleep it.
We've just been doing it.
Okay.
But a recent thing came out
Like,
that
God darn it.
you're like, dang, Flabbit.
It'll be
Well,
monetized.
We've talked
inevitably.
about psychedelics on here already, so it's
Gotcha.
like,
Fuck it.
I mean, mushroom companies hit me up, but
Oh,
okay.
really? Cool.
It was actually with Trayvon.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Yeah, but anyways, you did mention in audiotools.com that you could open the projects and remix songs of
Yeah.
people that inspired
Yeah.
you. So when you first started doing that, who were those people's songs that were inspiring you at the time that you started remixing?
So the two biggest guys, this dude name was Xavier. I think at the time his name was like it's XAV Rock Beats, and then he changed it to Zavi, which is just like I guess the first two syllables of Xavier. He still makes music to this day. Dope. There was another dude named Luxior. It was Luxior, and I don't think he makes music anymore. There was a lot of people who were just like doing it as a hobby and I guess in general, like even bigger than just that the website, but a lot of people make music and it just never really sees the light of day, or they like give up, they throw in the towel, and it's just like, damn, like that person or that one song meant so much to me.
So it was more like users on the app. It wasn't
Yeah.
like a top chart like song that was randomly on
There
there.
were charts on the app for different genres, and you can just like find new songs, new artists, things that came up that week and stuff like that. Yeah, I ended up getting like for the website at the time, I think the most followed user had like 5,000 followers. I had about like 645 or something like that, 600.
Damn.
So I was like, dang, that's pretty good. But I stopped using it. I kind of started like sending the beats I was making there onto SoundCloud. And then I posted maybe like one or two beats on SoundCloud that didn't come from Audio2, that came from Ableton. But when I started Ableton is around the time I started working here at the studio. My cousin, shout out my cousin Vic, he was managing an artist named Cognac and Roses. He was doing an album release party and he invited me here. And I came up here in the A and they were listening to the album. It was my first time here in any studio, actually. So I got to show them some of the stuff I did on Audio Tool. Connor heard it. Some engineers heard it at the time that, which by the way, no one on that team works here in this building anymore. So all those guys kind of, went on and did their own things. But yeah. So let me backtrack real quick.
You came here at the
I
event.
showed them what I was making on Audio Tool. And they're like, "Oh, cool! Did you mix this? And was that all you?" And I was like, "I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Like, I made it. I didn't give it to anyone else." Like, "Oh, okay, yeah. So you mix this, and you're really good, and you're an intern now. So come back next week on Wednesday." It's like, "All right, cool." And then I started coming on Wednesdays, and then one thing led for me being an intern to a tracking engineer to mixing and tracking, and now I do mixing, tracking, mastering, and then I produce with a handful of people. Usually I got like a very specific sound, so I'm not the best with working with like a lot of artists, but there are certain artists that I'll be like, yeah, I see your vision, I agree with what you're doing, I think I can like complement your style, and then I'll work with them.
So how would you describe your style?
As a producer?
Yeah.
I would say I do a lot of like sound effects and like ambient sounds, like textures.
Lo-fi?
In a way, lo-fi. Um, I feel like you can. I try to put like that some of those sounds of lo-fi into more high fidelity music, just to have like different moments of textures. Lo-fi is like if the whole thing had like a little bit
Chill.
of shit, like yeah, like its own. It's like when you put a like in what's the visual equivalent when you put a lens over like a photo or something, and then it colors everything. Sometimes you just want to like put certain colors in certain pockets. So like I'll use lo-fi as like a place to put in certain parts of the song, whether it's like an arrangement, like it comes in during the bridge, or like it's only during like a certain like frequency, so it's not like messing around with too many other like things in the mix. So like,
Just like you said, textures is the best way.
yeah, just try
That's
to
a good
put them
way,
in
it's a good way to
pockets.
put it. Because the thing is like you might not necessarily need to go in and not necessarily screw around, but go ahead and try to like nitpick the whole project. But
Yeah.
like, ooh, I see that. Ooh, I see that. I
Yeah.
can nitpick on certain ideas and
Yeah,
then just enhance it.
For moments, I like to make special moments. Sometimes like when I'm recording as an engineer, I'll hear like I'll hit record before an artist gets in the room. They get in the room, they close the door, they grab their headphones, they put it on, take a deep breath in, and all of that, like the door, the headphones, that's this sound, like it goes into this like the song. I'll leave it in the song because certain songs don't need that to get cut. Like it's part of that.
Yeah.
It's capturing a moment, and that was part of that moment. So I'll let it be in there, and it kind of tells the story. And I'll even like go as far as to like turn those moments up, just to hear like more of like the room tone and just like the footsteps and all that, and have a little bit of hispy in the background, and not try to like get rid of that, because we have plugins to like polish that out and like make it seem perfect, but like sometimes those imperfections are what like make the art.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't think of this. A lot of people think of music as a song. I feel like songs and records and music in general is just a piece of history in a time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so when you record all the backing things, like the picking of the headphones, the shutting of the door, the feet, the footsteps, when you,
Yeah.
it's literally like, I was there. That was that moment.
It was like
laid
an
down.
experience.
Yeah.
Or like
You caught it on
it's
time.
like a different meal. Each song is like, because you're in the mood for certain things, right? Just like, oh, I'm in the mood for pizza. Oh, I'm in the mood for like pop or hip hop or whatever.
Yeah. And with them come different like techniques and stuff that, certain genres will have that'll like kind of there'll be like common I guess like what's the word? Like focal points that they'll have, like certain similarities from mix to mix. There'll be like commonalities that you'll find and be like, oh, that's a rap thing to do is bless you. It's
you.
you're good. It's like, oh, like the bass feels good. It's strong. Hip hop, good. Or, oh, the guitars are loud as heck and I can barely hear the vocals. Rock and roll, cool. Yeah. And pop music, vocals super loud.
So, sorry.
I have another question. What were you going to say?
I'm going to forget it. So,
Go.
So you came from learning the saxophone to audiotools.com.
Yeah.
And then you got an internship here. How was it going from like using a simple software? Like me, it could be like iMovie. And then going into a studio that has all this equipment and all these plugins and everything you need.
Yeah, it was a bit of a jump. I will say AudioTool, although it is a free website, it is actually phenomenal, and all of the knowledge I learned there was transferable. When I started working with like fancy microphones, fancy analog gear for like vocals and stuff over here on this rack.
Big sexy over here.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Working with that, and then like the fancy plugins and stuff, that the software to go with the hardware. You just start to learn it. It's kind of like
Kind of like trial by fire.
Yeah,
Like getting in there and fucking shit up and then fixing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. And then you get to learn like what exactly each little knob does, and it's easier to do. I will say it's easier to learn all these things when you have a good playback system to hear every little detail. Because for the longest time, I did not understand compression.
Yeah.
Compression was the last thing I learned, because as a producer working in Audio Tool, like I had compressors, and I saw like ratio tech time release threshold, all that, and I was like, okay, cool. And I would like mess with them, but I couldn't hear what was going on because my speakers were like
Good
trash.
Yeah.
They were trash.
Very good point.
And I
You
was
don't
like,
hear the
I don't know
nuances.
what's going on. Yeah, but now that I've, either working here in Studio A or in B, either the Gen X or the PMCs, it's obvious. But it wasn't obvious at first. It actually took time.
I know what you mean. Because like I don't have any sort of set of actual legitimate speakers because I live in an apartment and I have people who live underneath me, and
Yeah.
I'm a dick if I play music at 2 a.m. like how I do, loud as hell. So I know exactly what you mean because there's so many. Like I was telling you about the "He Who Shall Not Be Named" plugin. Don't say it. You remember
Who?
Nectar?
Oh, Nectar. Yeah.
So
you can talk Nectar. Yeah, that's fine.
That plugin does it all for me. So I don't know half the shit. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously there's simple stuff like a de-esser.
Yeah.
It's just as it says.
But like in that situation, it's probably best to do that because if you don't have if you can't really hear what you're doing, especially, it comes down to a few things like the playback system, the interface that you use, and then the room that you're in. The shape of the room affects what you hear, like the perception of the song. Square rooms aren't too good. If you got parallel walls, you get reflections that'll kind of like mess with the tone. So when you hear it back, you're not really hearing truly as it was. So that can kind of like obscure what's actually going on in your mix.
Yeah.
And it, even if you were to like jump into a great room with great speakers, sound treated with, absorption and reflection and diffusers and all that, it takes a while to like pinpoint exactly every little minute detail that you need to be competitive. Because pop music is super competitive. If anything's a little bit off time or something's like a little bit flat or sharp, people hear it and they'll think less of the song. We kind of have like these like unrealistic expectations of artists to just sound perfect,
impenetrable.
Yeah.
Pop music.
It's hard. It's hard. Pop music is just so demanding. Like everything has got to be super perfect. Competitions is crazy because like 60,000 songs, I think. Oh, is it no? Let me look this up.
What are you talking about?
It was
Spotify,
a crazy. I was about to hit you.
Stat?
I was about to hit you with a crazy stat.
I think it's 60,000 a day.
A day? Is it a day?
I think it's a day.
For pop music?
Not an hour. Is that what you're gonna say?
I was gonna say a year, but then I'm like, no, that's not right. It's got to be a day.
It's a day.
Yeah. I always knew that fact, but just saying it out loud again is like crazy.
Absurd.
60,000 songs get up.
Just think about how many minutes of shit is saved on servers in different fucking rooms. That's like, think about it. 3 times 60,000.
That's just uploads too. I can't even tell you how many artists I work with who don't even release anything.
Me. Okay, so let me segue into this. So you said that you first started playing the saxophone in 5th grade, but what got you into music? You didn't just pick up a saxophone and you were like, let me fuck around with this.
I guess like if you really want to go all the way back, Michael Jackson. I was like maybe like 1.5, 2 years old, just dancing,
like
just just dancing like exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you meet my friend Angel when you came?
Yeah.
He is
the biggest Michael Jackson.
Biggest Michael Jackson. Yeah.
That's
Shout
crazy.
out Jay Angel.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shout out Michael fucking Jackson too.
For real. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He was GOAT. Michael Jackson got me into just like, I guess like dancing really. And when I started producing, I was mostly in like the electronic vein. I would say Tiesto, back when he was called DJ Tiesto. I was listening to his trance music. My older brother got me into him. He was probably around like 14 or something. I must have been like maybe like 5, 6.
You got 2 brothers, right?
I got an older brother and a younger brother. Yeah. And my older brother played the saxophone first before me. And he's probably the reason why I started playing my
So your older brother was the cool older brother you looked up to?
Yep. He was dope. He was great. Funny dude. And really talented, really creative, really artistic.
He was working here.
Who, my older brother?
Yeah, or your cousin, you said.
No, my cousin was.
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin was. I actually, when I first met my cousin who was managing that artist, I think it was like the second time I've ever like met him. But he was like, yeah, come into the studio. And he just like hooked it up.
How did you, because I know you're not from Florida, right?
No, New
How did
Hampshire.
you get here?
My car I showed you earlier.
Yeah, the blue Honda.
The little blue Honda Civic. I just threw everything in the back of that 2006 blue Honda Civic and moved here listening to the Black Keys.
Oh, shit.
Which is like it was a very like, I felt like I was chasing like the American dream, and I don't feel like patriotic very often, but when I was like 19, I moved here and I was like, well, this is like
a big fucking
this
deal.
is a big deal, and this is like really good.
It's like a cornerstone of your mind that is like solidified in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that album really like secured it because it feels like a really good like American fucking just like style
Listening
bangers.
to like Bruce Springsteen and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that and the Black Keys, and then I had a few other albums in the car. I had CDs. I don't even have an aux in that car. But I moved here with my grandma who lived in Kissimmee. I worked at a pizza shop making tips, Uno's deep dish Chicago
Ooh,
pizza.
they're fucking gas sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Keyword being sometimes.
Yeah, so I was making a lot of tips, doing that. I was doing like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those were the busy days in the pizza shops. I was making tips, so I wanted to work the days that I'd be the busiest. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was coming here as an intern for maybe a year almost.
But what made you think, oh, I want to go to Florida?
His cousin?
No, that was actually just a happy accident. And my grandma was like, "Oh, your cousin does music." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." and I was like, "Oh, actually, this is serious." I moved to Florida because I took a semester off after high school, and then I did like 4 gen ed classes from a community college, and I was going to transfer into a state college.
What degree were you pursuing?
I thought I was going to do some like STEM field stuff, like either some sort of engineering, but I couldn't like figure it out for a while. And I was just like,
it didn't feel right.
It felt like at that time I was just starting to like pivot, and I was like, uh-oh, like I'm getting really good at making these beats. Like, what am I going to do? Like, yeah. I think there's a certain point where I was supposed to go back in for college classes again, resume those classes. And then I was like, this is kind of what I want to do second most. Like, I know if I do this, I'll be happy, but I'm not. I'll always be mad. Yeah, I'll be mad at myself.
And the thing is, I feel like, because when you were 19, you moved here?
Yeah.
When I was 19, I started making music. So it was right when I went to a Kid Cudi concert, actually.
Yeah,
so that was what fucking moved me. But at that time, though, that's when because we're both 24 now. So we were at that age where it's like, okay, I have time to fuck around, but I also have time to work on a craft that like my parents couldn't do because they had kids so early. You know what I mean? So this was the time, like 19 to 24 to 28, of like, I got to either lock in and get serious on the craft that I really want to pursue and become a career, or I'm going to do some other shit. You know what I mean? So this is like the time where our parents are like, chase your fucking dreams.
Yeah.
Or maybe not even your parents, just in your brain. I mean, for me, it was like, I was just thinking like, damn, bro, my mom had me as a youngin'. So like she would have fucking wished she could have been doing something like that, you know?
Yeah. So she wanted you to have everything. Like all our parents did, you know?
Yeah, like, because I remember when I first told her I was just doing music, she was like, you got to do that shit.
Yeah. Or you got to at least try.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then
you're
you'll
fucking
like,
regret it, like you were saying.
You just, I couldn't do what I wanted second most. I was like, I want to do more than anything music.
Yeah.
So I moved here to Florida to live with my grandma. I just said goodbye to all my friends, my family, school, everything. And I just wanted to have separation from everything. And I just wanted to focus on making music. And then I paid grandma it was rent, but it was like small. She was very, very nice. She was fair price. So I was making
market
money.
Value.
Yeah. Not even. It was like way below market value. But yeah.
That's
so
cool.
I think
all right, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
What is a dream artist couple, if you can, that you could work with? Besides Nate Sanway.
Nate Sanway was
from
a
the
big
ground
one.
up.
Once I scratched that one off the list, it's like, fuck, who's next?
I was like, damn, you gotta write it down.
I just played. I feel like it'd be fun. Anyone who's like really fast at recording, I would have a really fun time recording. I feel like the Trippie Reds, the Playboy Cardis,
Oh,
Lil
shit.
Uzi, I'd just have the best time ever because we would knock out so many songs so quick. That would be fun. That's me as a tracking engineer. As a producer, like who would I collaborate with?
Like if me and you were to make a tape,
Like a
tape,
tape?
like a Gnarls Barkley-esque.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
who was like, ooh, I want to do that with him.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Ooh, that'd be fucking gas.
I had to bring him back for this one time.
He's like, hey, Mike, come hit this for the one time.
Yeah, dead or alive. Why
He's like, I
not?
got you.
Yes.
That was good.
Fuck. I don't know.
I got a bunch.
You got a bunch?
I got a fucking bunch.
I have no idea.
Dude.
Let's hear it. Frank Ocean.
I feel like I
Mac.
could name hella artists that you.
Frank, Mac. I would do
Kid Cudi, Kanye.
Bruh, if I could do a track with Citizen Cope.
Oh shit! Do you know Citizen Cope? I think we showed him.
You might
to
have
you.
showed.
I gotta show you, bro. Him. If I could do a track with Anderson .Paak.
Bob Marley.
Did I already say that? Bob.
Mm-mm.
Bob.
Bob. If I could do a track with
MF Doom.
I don't know how I would compliment his style.
I
I feel
feel
like he
like-
would shit on me.
I feel like
But I would do it.
you're the half of you that raps would like kill it.
Yeah, I agree.
The singing wouldn't go with
The one
MF.
person I feel like if I have a song with this person, this would mean the world. This would feel like I achieved so much. RZA.
Mm.
That's a
Super
big
fucking
that's
cool.
a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Or any of the Wu-Tang in that. Like Raekwon, bro, if you need a
Yeah.
fucking feature, dog.
It's so
Or
funny because
Ghostface.
these feel like unattainable things sometimes.
They're
like,
fucking not.
They're not.
Yeah.
In
The other
5
day-
years, I'll have a song
Yeah,
with RZA.
there's a dude who came through the other day. He was like, "Oh, I'm Redman's brother." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then sometimes people say things, and you're like,
That's my cousin.
I don't know about that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
my cousin.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, no, that ain't your fucking
and,
cousin, bro.
and he showed me some photo. I was like, "Oh shit! Like they're like tight. That's cool."
I forgot
Fuck.
the name of the I think it's like the 6 people theory or some shit. 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation.
believe in
That's
that.
what it is.
what is that?
It's like I know Caleb and Caleb knows him and he knows him and he knows Kanye West
Yeah.
and he knows Virgil Abloh. So that's how many people I got to go through to get to Virgil.
It's about 6, right?
6 degrees of separation. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But that's literally how attainable shit is. Like
yeah.
there's producers who I know who are in touch with some big fucking people, Caleb included. Caleb has you. The good thing about working in a place like this is 1, a lot of people know about it, and 2, you never know who the fuck's gonna come in.
Yeah, it's
Right
like
man's
fucking.
brother.
I say that all the time. It's like
It's like,
Pawn Stars.
I was just gonna
It's like
say
Pawn
that.
Stars,
You never
bro.
know who's gonna walk through that door.
Yeah, exactly. I had someone. Mateo was recording someone. B from the bando was on the phone with Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah. I've had someone. This dude. He was in B. I was recording him in B. This was a few years ago, and he was like, "Yo, my uncle's Young Thug," and I was like, "Yeah, right, okay, cool." And then
His
he's on
uncle.
FaceTime, and he's like, "Yo, Thug," and I look at the phone, and it's Young Thug on the phone, and they're talking and shit. And I was like, "Oh shit,
Dogger. I love Young Thug,
I was
bro.
like, "What the heck? What is going on?" This
How
is
about
crazy.
someone you worked with?
Isn't three? Yo, bro, free Young Thug,
Fabo,
bro.
who girl, shake that, laugh it, taffy.
Really?
Fabo popped up out of nowhere one day. I had no idea I was recording him, like until after I recorded him, and I was like, "Wait a second, what?" He came in with.
The way you just looked at me, you were like,
I was so confused. I was like, it blew my mind because I really DJ. I think it's like 104.5 the beat.
Yeah, the radio station.
They've got DJ MK and Brittany something.
Bro, I haven't listened
when you
to
said
radio.
105, I'm like, Pitbull?
Oh,
105. Pickle.
305.
305. Okay, my
It's
bad.
okay. It's all right.
I don't get pickle.
Mr. 305.
He's like, yeah,
Pitbull.
Pitbull. They said pickle.
pickle.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
fucking.
maybe pickle's 105.
Not that pickle's pretty good.
That pickles are fire.
Pickles
Fuck
are-
any other fucking pickle.
Yeah.
Fuck a bread and butter pickle. You're weird if you eat those.
No,
What?
yeah, I don't like those.
Those are just absolutely disgusting.
I haven't tried the other pickles. But anyways.
I hate when I go somewhere and they fucking throw a bread and butter pickle. I'm like, bro, now I have to dispose of the sandwich.
But yeah, what were you talking about? Oh
I don't
yeah,
know,
you
I'm
were
trying to- I'm
recording.
trying to-
We're talking about and
Oh yeah,
Pawn
yeah.
Stars.
Pawn Stars was recording. I said 105.
yeah.
You said What did I say 105 for?
The radio
104.5.
station.
Oh, 104.5. That's what it was. So yeah, they brought in a bunch of artists to do like DJ drops. So they'll be like, yeah, this is so and so. You're listening to on the breakfast brunch and yada yada.
Yeah.
104.5 basically.
Yeah.
It's like a little 10-second, like 5-second little snippet they put on the radio. Just like,
for them to
promote
play fucking Shape of
themselves.
You by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Yeah. So he came in and I recorded him, and then I was like, he said it actually. He was like, hey, I'm not actually, I was going to imitate him, but he's just so like rambunctious and crazy. It wouldn't even be fucking worth it. But he was like saying, hey, baby, you know who it is? It's that girl, Shake That Laugh at 10. I'm listening to 104. I was like, yo, it's that guy it's him.
Damn.
It's him. And I didn't know it until he said it. He repeated it, and he said it exactly like that. And I was like,
on the radio is when you recognized it?
No,
in
in the room, because I was
Okay.
recording him in the other room. And then as soon as he said it, I just clicked, and I was like, oh shit, that's him.
Is that like a full circle moment?
Yeah, because me and my older brother, who got me into like a bunch of different music,
Mhm.
used to fucking have a mixtape with that song on there. And yeah,
That's fucking
Crazy.
crazy.
yeah, that was cool. Memphis Bleak is recorded here. It's like
Wow,
Jay-Z's
I love Jay-Z and Memphis Bleak songs. Any one of them.
Memphis Bleak.
Fucking, bro, that's real
Joey
bars, bro.
Badass
Joey
recorded here
Badass,
too.
boom. I wasn't there for that. Bad Bunny recorded as well. I wasn't there for
Bad
that. That was in
Bunny.
2017.
Damn, okay. That was
Yeah.
back when he was still on his
Like,
trap shit.
I think
That was back before he turned pop.
Yeah, that was cool.
Damn, shout out all these people, bro. Shout out Joey,
real.
man. Joey, I need a fucking feature, bro. We
So
would kill
let's do a
some shit.
video.
Yeah, I
What-
DM'd him the other day. I don't think he responded. I was just like, hey man, I know you've been here before at the studio. Just want to let you know if you're in the area, just you're welcome back.
100%.
Simple.
Bro, if
shit
he
like
comes,
that.
just be
That's
like,
what's
yo, Rebecca, I need some pictures. Be like, I'm on the way.
Okay, wait. Yeah, me and Nate are coming right now.
Yeah, right? Bro, what?
So where do you see yourself in like 5 years from now? What's your goal with music?
Physically, I'm probably, hopefully, I'll be here, right here in the same room. I feel very fortunate to be here in this position and to work for this team and this company. I'm in a unique position where I don't have to worry too much about the front end stuff, I guess I would say, like the business
aspect.
stuff, like reaching out to people, like coordinating stuff, putting things into calendars, sending invoices, all that stuff. I just start from one session to the next, and like I just
like
take
that.
it day by day, and I don't have to
Yeah.
worry too far. I just focus in on every moment.
That's
and
where you get
I
lost
feel
in
like
the shuffle on the other shit.
yeah, it gets hard to focus. It gets hard to focus, and I'm lucky enough that I get to focus. My team's great. I love my family here. They're great. So I'm just gonna be the best mastering engineer I can be, like, or mixing, tracking, mastering, producing, everything. I'm just trying to like push all of that forward, just so I could play my role here. Sometimes I pick up some small management stuff here and there, but for the most part,
It's
I
nice
got
having
other-
the option to do
yeah,
that, but not
yeah.
having the, because that, like you were saying, like you take it day by day, like you do one session from the next. So if you're worried about shit like, damn, the show coming up in 2 months,
Or
it's
an
like,
event.
fuck that, I'm here
Yeah.
right now. What are we doing? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to have that mindset.
I was gonna say, because I feel that like I'm in the other position though, where I do run my own business, so I'm constantly like doing the invoices and the business aspect and reaching out to the clients and stuff. And it's hard because when you're like in this space, you want to just create, like you just want to create art and be in that headspace. But also when you're doing everything on your own, it's like it takes you away from that a lot, and it's hard to balance it. So, I mean, it's awesome that you're here and you're in this situation and you're fucking killing it, you know?
Yeah. It's really the team that makes it
Look at
work.
this guy, humble guy.
It is, bro.
Bro's fucking raw.
But
Don't
it
let him
is.
Yeah.
I
lie.
wouldn't be.
Bro is nasty.
But you see how fast I am, because that's
Yeah.
all I do. That's all I have to do.
But I know what
That's
you
all
mean
I
though.
have
It is
to do.
it is a big team thing though, bro. I mean, it's like I don't know if you watch basketball.
I don't, but
Damn.
sports,
But bro, I mean, it's like a team. Like people are like, oh, this guy's the best guy ever because he won so many championships. It's like, unless it's fucking tennis or golf,
Yeah.
they had a great
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. and they worked well.
They worked well.
Like,
They all were seamless.
You can have like all superstars, but if they don't have like
They're
the
So-
synergy, it won't work, or the chemistry.
Did you have any like growing pains once you got here, like dealing with clients or people that previously worked here?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it took me a while. I was always like, I felt like socially slow when I was living in the north at home. Like I always felt like a step behind people.
In what aspect?
Just like missing cues and stuff, and just like some shyness and awkwardness, kind of like
Me.
came through
I feel that a
a
lot.
lot. And it just like when I moved here, some like the even the in the smallest ways, the slight shift in culture made me even feel more like an outsider. So I closed off a lot, and I got to focus more on music and stuff. But like when I came here into the studio, I had to meet new people every day, and
You get good at that.
Yeah,
quick.
You have to. You have to. It took me a while. I'm a lot better now than I was before. It's very much a social thing. It would be one thing if I'm just mixing and mastering stuff and people are sending things, from out of city. And I never meet them and I just work on it on my own time. But I'm like recording them right there in person. So you realize like that's a person that has a story and comes from somewhere. So you talk to them and you try to like understand
it's
where
almost
they
like
come
seeing
from.
somebody from social media. It's like it's different when somebody's right in front of you.
Yeah,
totally different energy.
Yeah, and I've learned to just like connect and to turn that like social bond into like it's usually like the missing link that helps finish off projects and put like the last touches onto things, because I know like who they listened to growing up because I asked them, or like what genre or whatever, or like what their parents listened to or something like that. Things that small details like that. But yeah, sometimes sessions turn into like therapy. I'm in a unique position where, because of the art, like the toughest dudes from like the toughest streets will open up and just talk about their feelings on their songs, and they might tell me stuff that their best friends might not even know.
Yeah, 100%.
Just because of
you had to explain a bar.
The bar.
Yeah,
because you use it as your vessel and it's their therapy, and I don't know, it's a unique position to be in. I get to hear a lot from a lot of different people, and you learn things about how people work in general, and start to get better at the social part. But the biggest thing was like figuring out how to, I guess, really just make friends. Is what it is at the end of the day. It's just like,
it's true.
To this day I have trouble making eye contact with people, but I gotta look them in the eyes, talk to them like, hey, how was your day? How are you doing? How are the kids? Yada yada, blah blah blah. And then last time we were talking about this, and then I know what they listen to, so I can start playing some of their music, and we talk about what's been exciting us recently, creatively, whether it's like music or just like movies or something like that.
You watched that new Avatar?
I did not.
What?
You watched the first one?
No, I did watch the first one in like 6th grade.
What do you think? It was gas?
I thought it was cool.
You got Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Rewatch it.
I can rewatch it.
Rewatch it and then watch the new one, bro.
The new one's crazy.
Cool.
It's amazing.
I love the park at Animal Kingdom.
Never been.
Never been.
I've been, bro. You know what's crazy? I went on
I know I'm lame.
I went on my senior trip because I lived in Jersey, and I went on my senior trip to Disney, and we waited 5 hours in that Avatar line. That's the only ride I got to go on in Animal Kingdom.
On a senior trip?
Yeah.
Only on that part, because we were like park hopping.
Oh.
But
each day like a different, or was it just a one day?
We had 2 on that day. Yeah. So the morning we went there like super early. Yeah. The line was already out of the whole like waiting area.
Just opened, probably.
Yeah,
that's why.
But it's because all the classes go there at the same time of the year.
And then at that time, I think that was, and it's to this day, is still the best ride at Animal Kingdom.
Yo, for real, I wish I like brought like weed or like an edible before I got on the ride, because it was beautiful.
Say it, Rebecca. Weed.
I think it's really dope that you're in this position, because you get to see like another side of people that nobody sees, and you're kind of like you said, like a therapist or like a doctor, not only with their music, but like they're here in a room with you. It gets personal.
Yeah,
like
always.
That's super dope though.
It is. It's allowed me to grow a lot, because you can I'm really good at like, I try to learn not just from my own mistakes, but from other people's mistakes
Yeah.
and their successes. So like, I'll talk to someone for long enough where like they may not try to like preach or anything or teach me a lesson, but I'll pull something from everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I'll learn
Everybody
a
knows
little bit of
that you
something,
don't, and then everybody
then
can
I
teach
can use
everybody
it.
something.
So
Yeah.
it is a unique position to be in, and it does like so many great benefits, and also just like establishing relationships with a bunch of people, and then introducing other people to other people and connecting dots. That alone is like awesome.
You did do that for me. I appreciate you for that, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I
Key Richie. You did the album cover for Key Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Key Richie, you already know.
Hell yeah.
But have you dealt with any clients that were problematic, like with you or the studio in general or other people here?
Yeah, like 3. I've worked with probably, I've counted. I think I'm somewhere between 600 or 700 artists. I've worked with like somewhere around that many artists.
That's
and I think it's been like 2 or 3 artists that just had problems. And it wasn't like they just were problematic people. And that just happens sometimes. And you just got to be like, damn, like, okay, I just got to like stare at this guy until he's done like making a scene and just be like, hey, man.
Could you...
could we, like, I know you're upset and I don't want you to be. And we're a respectful business. So what we're going to do is we're just going to like communicate until we get on the same page so we can get to like a compromise. But I need you to take it down a little bit. Like,
that was like a perfect way. I feel like you would be like a therapist, like just lay on the couch.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Just chill. Tell me what's going on.
You gotta talk them through it, and just like,
what was the reasoning they were so upset?
Yeah, what happened?
I can't even. Just certain people are just, you know what it is. Certain people are just kind of ready to explode sometimes. Like they're just looking for a reason.
Quick-tempered.
Yeah, they just look for a reason because that's their outlet instead of having something healthier. And you know, just because someone has like a reason to act up doesn't mean they should. And then sometimes you have to like be like, yo, sorry, but things happen, and you just kind of like navigate that whole social interaction. That's another great social lesson, is like taking care of situations like that. But for the most part, now people are good. I don't think. Yeah, it's just like their own. It's always their own problem.
Yeah.
Well, out of that many people and only having like 3 bad confrontations, I feel like
that's a good number.
That's really good.
I remember all their names.
It's a great KDR. You know that is, Vivek?
Kill death ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally knew that.
I thought you played video games. She's a gamer girl.
Word. I was. Now
what do you play? Fortnite?
GTA.
I've been playing so much
GTA, Fortnite, Call of Duty. Those were my 3 go-tos.
You be playing the no build mode?
I do be playing the
fuck building.
Yeah,
you're pussy if you play building. Bro, because I get home, bro, and I'm fucking tired. I just want to chill.
Yeah.
And then I get these fucking 9-year-olds.
I just...
Bro,
I can only imagine the sound of their hands just like
level like 300 with the flyer little emoji on them because they're fucking raw.
Or you see like the sensitivity on like people's TVs when they play, and it's like mad crazy. Like I'd be getting a headache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Rebecca's fucking raw at GTA. I'll give her that.
Yeah, it's
GTA
been a while.
5? What do we... Wait, you still play... Wait, how long did that...
The 6 isn't out yet.
Man, they've been like...
It's the same one.
What do you do in that game?
Bro, she be playing online.
You never played GTA?
Are there modes? I've never played like the...
Okay, let me
I played Vice City. I played San Andreas.
I'll put you on.
Oh, you're missing out, bro.
I never played the older ones.
See, the older... I played all of them.
Yeah, but I didn't have a PS3 or whatever.
We're a little older than you.
I had a Wii.
I had older brothers.
Wii Resort? Come on now.
Wii Resort.
The sword game?
Yep.
But anyways, GTA 5, hard. There's a bunch of like cool mini games. Like not only I like playing online. I never finished the like
story
Franklin's and all of those story modes. Some of them, like there was a clown like mission that really freaked me out, and that like stopped me, and I was like, I'm never freaking doing these.
Oh, the one where he takes the drugs. He's
yeah,
like tripping.
You know the sign where people are outside and it's like changed my mind or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like that, like in the middle of a park, and then when you have to talk to the guy, and then you take these drugs or whatever.
Yeah. Makes you trip.
And then
you
all of a
smoke
sudden,
weed, or you smoke some shit. I don't know if it's weed.
There was
like
some aliens, and then there was a clown
Peyote.
one, and I was like, ugh, not fucking with this. But anyways,
I like that mission.
On online, you can start a bunch of mini games. You could do like races with like cars or airplanes. You could do team deathmatch. There's this one thing, me and my best friend Kristen. Shout out Kristen, that's my sis.
And Cam.
Yeah, shout out Chris and Cam. But what was I gonna say? We play this. I forget what it's called. It's not Juggernaut. It's like a Sloshers. That's like they have different series. Basically, you're on team. It's like a team death match. But there's these little icons. Like, you know how in Mario you can run over like flower power or whatever?
Yeah.
There's these little icons everywhere. All different things. Like there's one that turns you into a wolf and you could attack people for a certain amount of time.
In
And
Bro, GTA Online is deep.
There's this.
They have this other one I'm going to tell you about when she's done.
Yeah, there's this. I'm going to tell you about the different ones because it's so cool. There's one where you go on top of it, right? The other team all gets like the high effect, like on GTA that you can get high and drunk.
Oh.
And it makes them super slow.
Yeah.
And then it makes your screen like way faster. So if they shoot at you, you could dodge that bitch really quick because yours isn't slow-mo.
That's like hot stuff. You guys ever play hot? Or was it
Nah.
hot? Super hot. You ever play
Nah.
Super hot?
No.
I think my brother had it.
Super hot's like for the Oculus or for the virtual reality.
Oh, I never tried
You
it.
put it on and you're like in a room and you're in a simulation. There's like people around you trying to kill you.
Oh, that's scary. Oh, that's the solid colored people, right? Yeah, I've tried it.
It's super cool mechanics because it's like if you don't move, time is frozen. So like bullets are like you can see where bullets are coming. You're like, okay, I got like 4 bullets coming at me. I got like a guy coming behind, and then you like as you move, time starts moving, and then you gotta like dodge the bullets.
It's like Matrix.
Pick up the knife, throw the knife, kill the guy. Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
It's badass. We were talking about sick GTA shit, and then
yeah, we gotta play one day. What do you have?
But GTA is raw, bro.
You're
a PS4 guy?
No, I don't have. There's an Xbox that is like I borrow my roommate's Xbox.
Word.
Okay, cool.
I have a Nintendo Switch, which is kind of maxed out right now with space, so I can't even like download new games. I gotta like get a SD
You play
card.
Fortnite on the Switch?
I played Fortnite. I can't anymore because the newest update is too big, and now I don't
doing that.
Yeah, so I play on my friend's Xbox. I play Fortnite on that. I think he might have GTA. I'll see what's up.
So there's this really cool one. I think it's only available on PC though, just because it's so fucking crazy. Babe, remember when I was showing you the videos of the guys and they were playing like cops and robbers? Basically, like this guy who's a streamer, he's playing a bad guy and he was like robbing a bank or some shit, and he had like these C4 on him, and he's literally talking like because it's close proximity chat. So if you're standing next to somebody, they can hear you. So he's like holding the C4, holding up this gas station. This guy is the gas station clerk. And he's talking to this guy. He's like, yo, let me get a 3-pack of Marlboro Reds. Let me get some Henny. I'm finna go fuck my bitch. Like, yada, yada,
Was
yada.
this on GTA?
On GTA. This is all a fucking video game. And then he's like, give me the fucking money. So he's like sticking up the joint. And this guy's like, yo, bro, I don't want any problems. I'm just a gas station dude. Yada, yada. Boom, blasts his fucking head off. Guy has C4. All these cops flood in. And these are all people playing the game. They're playing the position of the cops, the gas station clerk. Like, these are the fucking... It's like a role-playing simulator, bro. It's
how you get to that.
It's kind of crazy.
I think you can only do it on PC, but it's fucking hilarious watching these people do this. Because, bro, they're literally like, there's EMTs, you fucking die, they come revive you. It's so fucking crazy.
Can you imagine just like participating in that and your job is just like, oh yeah, like I just...
The gas station clerk.
I sell virtual Snickers.
Bruh, it's so fun. Like, you gotta watch. It's just virtual, what is it called? GTA, I think it's like Police Simulator.
I want to try that. That sounds fun.
Remember, I was showing you the dude.
I know you did.
That dude is funny as fuck.
That reminds me of Roblox. Have you ever played Roblox?
I haven't. I've played Roblox and I haven't played Minecraft.
I played Minecraft.
I've played Minecraft, but yeah, I feel like it's just way harder, the controls, and it's like
Roblox is
more
easier.
Annoying. There's just a lot of fun like mini games.
Yeah.
When I was younger, me and Kristen again, we would play like all kinds of games, and there was this one game called Apocalypse Rising. And basically, it's like a survival game.
Zombie?
Yeah, there's zombies in it. And there's also other people. And you can like make teams and build bases and shit and build cars to like ride around. It's like so lit. But there's like a lot of hackers on it too.
Fuck a hacker, bro.
Yeah.
How about Happy Wheels? Have you guys played that?
I haven't played that in
I've
years.
watched it before. But, bro, I mean, like, for him and I, what was the first COD you played? Modern Warfare 2?
No, I was late. I was like 2 after that. I think it was Black Ops.
Or Black Ops 1?
Black Ops 1.
With the zombies?
Yeah. I think
World
at War was the first zombie. And then Black Ops.
Exactly. That was one with Kino. Kino to Toad.
No, that was Black Ops. That one had Kino.
That was the one that you played.
Yes, that was the first one I got me into.
Yeah, that was the one after.
Bro, zombies freak
Yeah.
me out. Like in
I
video
think.
games.
Wait,
and
the
shit.
game mode or just like zombies in general? Because the game
Bro,
mode for Call of
general.
Duty is
It's
like
the best shit,
so much fun.
bro. Shout out Quick Revive and Jug.
Dude.
All I need.
Pack-a-punch. I remember pack-a-punching all these different crazy. Oh my
Yeah.
god, such a good time. And you just keep going round after
Bruh.
round. What's the farthest? And Kino, I think I
Y'all
went
gone
like
pretty far.
Oof, you probably beat me.
no. I think I didn't do 2. I think like 25 solo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say a couple of buddies of mine. Well, one, my favorite map was Derice on Black Ops 1. I had the DLC. And then Ascension. Shout out that Mac Miller song, Ascension. Shout out Spooky, bro. Rest in peace, bro.
R.I.P.
That's
Spooky.
That's literally the best fucking song on Good AM. But I think like 36 on Kino. I had a bunch of friends who were sweats. That's why, bro. I kept getting down and shit. Like I was not that
I remember y'all playing that, and you had that little glitch where you would stand
on the
somewhere.
dogs.
Yeah.
You know, something on the
Yeah,
stairs.
and then they can't like
They
they're like
touch
right
you.
there, but
They
they're
just
like
stand there. They're like, but what was I gonna say? Then I remember on Derice, bro, I got to like 40, so I almost got to 50. It's like 48.
See,
or
that
47.
just stresses me out. I
The
get
thing is once you get to a level that high, you're playing for like 4 fucking hours.
yeah.
Like it's so long.
You're
Like if you
crazy.
get to around like 25, that's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't even do. It's kind of not fun because then it's just like,
It's like yeah, you have to like wait for the round. Like it's like damn, when are these zombies gonna all be
and you
dead
can't even
so
really
I can
kill them
start-
because the bullets are so fucking weak. All you have
Yeah.
to have is like a thunder gun. You know what I mean?
So besides like
Call
video
of Duty lore.
games, besides video
Yeah.
games and music, what else is like another hobby of yours that is like a big part of your life?
bow staff. I'd just be swinging sticks around, fucking.
How long have you been doing taekwondo and training with bow? staff.
I think I started taekwondo 5th grade, and I went until like 8th grade, and then just ever since I was a kid, me and my older brothers and my little brother would just play with lightsabers, and it's basically the same mechanics. I mean, bow staff's a little bit. It's the double-sided lightsaber, but
Like Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
I
Did you watch the Star
totally,
Wars?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
I totally forgot that you did taekwondo. I feel like I always forget, and then that one time I walked out, you were like,
Yeah,
and I was like,
It's a-
damn, you practice bow staff?
I do.
Because I
It's-
used to do that
it-
too.
I just like, smoke some green, go out there, vibe
Fuck
out.
around.
Feel like an airbender.
Yeah, it's really
That's
what
so
it
dope.
get because I was influenced definitely by like Avatar, Star Wars. There was this video game called I Ninja for GameCube and PS2 actually.
It sounds
so-
familiar.
I Ninja.
I think I've seen that maybe. I'm
Dope
tripping.
music. It was like breakbeat music. It was really cool. But yeah, I was just like super into martial arts always, and I did a little bit of taekwondo. Always did soccer. So like
What position?
mostly midfielder. I'm really good at like moving the ball around. I
Same.
can't really like. I scored a few nice goals in my day, but like, I'd rather give it to
Yeah.
someone else to score. Like, I'll just do a bunch of work to steal it, get it, move it, or like make some sort of shift or like feed someone. But I don't like
That's
finish.
the kind of guy.
Same
Kind of
here.
guy you are.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Yeah,
'Cause-
just
Stand-up
like
guy.
set it up.
same like you. I did taekwondo like my whole life, but I would do soccer here and there, and I was also like a midfielder. But
Yeah.
I feel like I was good at being aggressive because sparring was like my favorite thing.
Yeah, I definitely to this day. I go on Saturdays now to XL Soccer. I was just on Lee Road. It's like 6 minutes from here.
Do you go to a taekwondo
up.
school?
I don't right now. No, I haven't gone since like 8th
Bro,
grade.
let's go.
Yeah.
He went to.
I went to one with her. I'm
yeah.
fucking raw, bro.
Let's
Right?
fucking go,
my
bro.
left foot's a little weak, but
What
yes,
is-
it's more so like
you
my
would be
hips.
a good like a kickboxer.
yeah, I could, bro. I used to get.
You're good at punching though.
Because I used to, bro. When I played basketball, dude, basketball. When you're a white kid playing basketball, I'm Puerto Rican, but when you're a white kid playing basketball, bro, they be fucking with you, bro. So I got in a bunch of fights just because people talking soft ass bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
and then
what?
you're like, "Fuck, I can't let him talk to
I'm
me
like,
like
what?
that. I gotta do
I'm
something."
like, I might have not won, but I definitely didn't get my ass beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've never gotten into a fight ever.
Really?
Same.
Yeah. In New Hampshire, I think my whole high school career, there's like each year there's like thousands of students between all like the 4 grades. I think there was probably out of my 4 years I was there maybe like 4 or 5 fights, and
Damn.
I think I only saw like one of them, and it was like a split-second thing.
It's good though to do that, bro. Because honestly, I regret a lot of the because, bro, like once you get in that position, it's like, why are we doing this? Because then you get up after, and then it's like, what the
And
fuck?
you know, the other thing is like, I'm pretty short. Like, no one really looks at me and go like, "Yeah, let me beat this little guy up." You know,
How much you weigh?
like 100, not even 130, like 128.
What?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
You go
No,
to the
so
gym?
I don't really like. I do.
I say
Yeah.
you're in shape, but
For sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I were to get into a fight, I think I'd be underestimated, which, would give me an
you
advantage.
want it like that though.
Yeah, it would give me an advantage for a small window of time. If I were to get in a fight with anyone, I'd have to
3
get
seconds.
I'd have like 3 or 4 seconds to like get the upper hand and then maintain it for
Mhm.
maybe another 10 to 15.
The thing
Fights
is
aren't that long.
I was
Fights are-
just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Every fight
Yeah.
I've been in is like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Have you
So,
ever
10
competed with bow staff?
Yeah. There was this one time I went to a tournament and I signed up for the I forget what it's called, but it was like you have to do like a form.
Forms. Yeah.
You have to do what's it called?
Weapon forms?
Yeah,
Katas?
weapon form. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. And I had to do like a routine with a bow staff, and I didn't make like I didn't. They called my name, and I was like, oh shit! Like I was supposed to do something for this, but I just like made it up on the spot, and they're like, that was great. Here's
way.
first place.
What? Good shit.
No way.
It was cool. I just made it up and just jump in the
You
air.
didn't learn
did some-
like forms?
just like flashy stuff. The one thing I don't do that I saw a lot is certain people who work with the bow staff will like spin it a lot and then like throw it up in the air, do a spin, kick, catch it,
Yeah.
and all that shit is like, I don't know.
They got the holographic bow staff.
I've seen that. The fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
The nunchucks. Yeah, people
Yeah.
were so flashy.
I think the throwing to me is like you shouldn't leave the weapon. The weapon should always like be a part of
Especially
you.
if it's like, yeah,
If you're in combat, like
a sword.
if you're just, I mean, it becomes more acrobatic at
Yeah.
that point, and it's cool. Like it's cool to like show that off, but I don't know. It's
Unrealistic.
unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like
One with the
for a
bow
fight.
staff.
Yeah.
I used to, when I like first started, when I was like, way younger, I used to do a lot of bow staff. But I feel like sparring was just like, I was placing in sparring. For
That's fun.
forms, I was not the type to like go slow movements and like, I like, you know what a key up is, right?
Mhm.
When you like yell,
Hi.
you kick and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I hated doing that when I was younger. I was so shy and I didn't like I was just like not confident with it. Now I could like fucking yell. I don't give a fuck. But in forums, you gotta yell at certain places to show
Yeah.
power. And one time I did like, you know when you take it and you go to the ground and like hit it? That shit broke when I was
broke the-
in
wait, the
the
staff?
tournament. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn, she's swole.
Yeah.
They were like
They're like -5.
-5.
I was so upset one time because it was like me and 4 girls. And you know how it's like first, second, third?
Yeah.
And I was the only one that didn't get called because forms were never my thing though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was so upset. I was like, fuck
It's
this.
a
I'm about
routine.
to, and then I got grand champion in sparring. So I was like,
Yeah. That's
I'm
what-
happy,
that's what
like-
I was, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I had a lot of Taekwondo trophies. I had too many. I ended up throwing those were the like I had a bunch from soccer and track in middle school, just from whatever when I was doing those sports. And then I had so much from Taekwondo, I just had to like, let me just throw all these trophies away because they're all just plastic.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're just collecting dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have some of mine
For
from
real.
Taekwondo because I used to do Taekwondo too, but I was nowhere as
Let's
decorated
all
as
go
you two.
back. We
I
gotta
went.
go.
I went with you. I told you I had a
I
good
don't-
ass time.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would go back to Taekwondo because after
Really?
Taekwondo I did wrestling,
Yeah.
and wrestling is like
Totally different.
it's fighting, but you can't strike them.
Hmm.
Did you
But
like it
it's
better?
It's controlled fight. I liked it because you were really trying to physically be superior to someone else without like much concern for their well-being, and it's
Mhm.
very intense. It's very serious.
It's more accurate too in like real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because we were talking about fighting.
So-
Every single fight I ever been in has ended with either I'm
On the
getting
ground.
fucking dropped or somebody else. Or I'm dropping somebody else.
Do you ever fight on the ground or no?
Not like I mean,
just,
literally
like,
every
standing,
fight I've
right?
ever been in, it's either like if you get on the ground, you're just getting in a headlock. No one's pulling out like a fucking
I would.
like a fucking arm bar.
No,
So what do you do?
yeah, I
You do
would-
tap 3 times and y'all are like, all right,
Yeah,
peace,
and then the
I'm
thing
about
is,
to
like it would
leave.
be like basketball, so we would just get back up and keep hooping.
I I feel like growing up, like doing martial arts, you learn like how to like be at peace. Like as corny as it may sound to people, like you learn discipline and respect, and like that it's only like it's not worth your time to just
Worst
fight
case
with
scenario,
somebody.
Yeah.
like
It's
like
avoidable.
it's like a back pocket move.
It makes us very zen.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But wrestling was so intense. People were menaces, bro. Like they were like just not good people who were amazing wrestlers, and they were amazing wrestlers
because they weren't good
they
people.
didn't care. Like they were just like get into these like fucking they were like oxes, just like
Would they
get
like
into this,
stink? Because I know people used to not shower when they
oh no,
wrestle for-
everyone showered a lot on the wrestling team actually, because if you didn't, you'd get like ringworm, impetigo, staph infection, MRSA. There's really bad like skin diseases. So every wrestler was really clean. Obviously, like the end of wrestling practice, you stink really bad, but like most of the team would shower after just so you wouldn't get like infected, because there was like how like when you play part of a team, certain people get injured and be like, oh, this guy's out for a bit. It was like, oh, this dude's got ringworm, we're not going to see him for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then when he comes back, he's got to get back into shape, he's got to get ready again, and it's not fucking worth it. So everyone actually was really hygienic. Football I feel like is worse because the pads stink.
Oh yeah,
the pads are really bad.
Dude,
or like
playing
soccer.
football, that was the nastiest shit. Especially in Florida, and it fucking rains, and all you're doing is drills and hitting. You're just
that's perfect
eating shit, eating the fucking grass. Whole fucking face mask has grass spots in it. Your pads are shit.
See, wrestlers, we mop the mats before and after every practice, and then meets too. So it's like we're good.
I feel like for basketball, because that's what I played majority. When I was younger, I played football up until like high school, but then basketball is where I was really good at, and especially after, like in high school and after. I still play basketball, but it's all different though. Like somebody like Caleb is somebody that I would like. Let's say I have somebody who's like an absolute bucket, but somebody like you is somebody like me, because like I'd rather. People always ask you like, oh, what would you rather do, like a highlight dunk or like a highlight assist? And I'm like, bro, a highlight assist, because it's like you can't fuck with me if I'm passing the ball like that. You know what I mean?
I'm acting like I totally understand what you're saying.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like
the setup, like
a clean pass is fucking gorgeous to watch.
It's like mastering, bro. It's like the last step. Mastering isn't like as much as mixing, and it's just like it's literally like it's the most important thing because it's the last thing that counts. Like scoring goals, getting hoops. That's the only thing that matters, is like getting points up.
Yeah,
and to a degree, I guess defense, but like, yeah, as someone who liked midfield in soccer, you probably like to assist in basketball.
Yeah.
I just try to turn the tide. Like I'll support defense, take the ball,
it's like shift the momentum,
set it up. Yeah.
Shift the momentum
and set up the play and have the vision to see like what the move is.
And then the thing is you're also outsmarting people. You're like, you think I'm going here, and then I
do that so much,
bro. You see
so
what
much.
I mean? It's like you literally like I'm fucking better than you. Like it's just that simple.
Like, they fall for something and they're lunging and they're like looking at you and you're like going the other way, just fucking like
I love that
outsmarted.
Shit.
Yeah. I do that in soccer. I do that in wrestling. I do that in everything.
So you would get back into wrestling?
I'd get back into wrestling because of the intensity. Taekwondo is too chill.
How about MMA? Because it's kind of like a good mixture.
MMA is just too dangerous.
So dangerous.
It's I don't want to work with people and have to explain like, oh, my black eyes, because I just like to beat people up.
Yeah.
I feel like I would do kickboxing. Kickboxing would be fun.
Yeah.
The only thing is you get fucked up. It's like MMA.
Well, it's like everything has its pros and cons,
Yeah.
I mean, you get shin splints now. Go to MMA. Bro. I used to get really bad shin splints.
I was gonna say, because when I was playing a lot of basketball, I'm like 5'11", and when I was playing a lot of basketball, like thin, super fit, I was like 150, 155, probably like 160. But when I turned like 20 and started going to the gym a lot, now I'm like 175. Bro, your knees are trash. Your whole shin splints are fucked. You know what I mean? I get so much more fatigued. You know what I mean? Like for playing basketball, I'll play basketball for like 5 hours. I can't do anything the rest of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been actually pretty good. I think bow staff is kind of what like kickstart me to like get physically active for a bit, I was like kind of just on my ass.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I had the free time, and now I like make the time to make it happen. But really what happened was I went to the backyard of the studio and I saw a really straight piece of bamboo, and I was like, yo, that piece of bamboo is like really fucking straight. Like I could cut that down, and that would be a dope bow staff. And I was right. And like something about the ratio size of it, I've cut like probably another 10 bamboo sticks. Nothing feels as good as that first one that I cut. It's like a 3-to-2 ratio. It's asymmetric. It's like, it's weird, but like the way I hold it is like pretty unique. And it wasn't like physically demanding, but it helped me with my physical fitness. It helped me with my mobility in a way that like, I don't know. Like
it's almost like a unconventional way.
Yeah.
It was the traditional way.
No, I'm
of
saying
how
like
working out, working the muscles out, instead of like taking like pumping iron and
That's
going
super
straight.
cool, though.
I was doing a lot of like rotation, so like my forearms got to like start getting like jacked up.
Yeah, that's nice.
And my joints started like, and because I was like doing kicks and jumps and like flying around and stuff like that, like a ninja.
They used to teach us to rub them on your shins and like your bones.
Yeah,
because it like breaks your bone marrow like a little by little and makes them stronger and tougher.
Yeah. It's just like muscles work. You want to break the muscles a little bit and then they come back a little stronger.
You want to tear them to build them up.
The muscles.
Yeah.
So I have good joints now just because of, I'm pretty sure Taekwondo.
You have good ass posture.
Yeah, you've been sitting like this.
My posture is fucking I'm like,
yeah.
You ever seen
that's because of bow staff.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get back to it.
And I'll do this.
Oh, I love doing that stretch.
And then once you do that, and then you like hold that for a minute, and then you stop. It's just like, oh, this is
so much
natural.
more nice.
Do you like the circles like around?
Yeah, I want to do like kettlebell weights and stuff like that with rotation, or like those club swinging things. I feel like that would be like the next step up, because bamboo is like really light. I want to like something a little heavier, just to like turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
Are we recording still?
I hope so.
Okay, sick.
I think we are. That doesn't determine
the monitor. Yeah.
That's a whole different.
That's called the
battery.
monitor.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, I had a great day with two of my great friends. Great music, great conversation here at Studio 18.
Plug yourself.
Nate Sanway, everywhere. It's me. I'll be doing music shit. Caleb be executive producing a lot of shit too. He'd be seeing the vision.
Yeah. Caleb Nathan, mastering engineer, Studio 18. I do production, recording, mixing, mastering. Also part-time ninja, bow staff.
Boom.
Sir.
Soccer player, saxophone player. That's about it.
Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Go listen to their music and their beats. If you need help with making music or mixing or anything, you already know where to come.
Slide through.
So Nate Sanway, Caleb Nathan. Thank
Love
you
you,
guys.
See you guys.